What's good, everybody? It's Kaige-O Gaming, and we are back with a brand new series. We are going to be jumping into some Baldur's Gate 3. Just a quick rundown. We just finished Wasteland 3, so kind of in the groove for some CRPGs. I thought Baldur's Gate 3 would be a perfect one to follow up with. I have played this game here and there before, but never really had the time to delve deep into it. And I wanted to do this for the channel. I've never gotten past Act 1. I know there's 3 acts, never gotten past the first one, so that's kind of where I'm at. I've gotten pretty deep into the first act, but never finished it. So, the beginning of the game, I kind of have an idea of what's going on. But, let's go ahead and make sure everything's right. Quick look over what's going on here. Things look good. Audio. Let's turn on the music a little bit. Chatter, master volume, sound effects. I know these things can be kind of loud in my previous game. User interface. Ambience. Keep master and voice up. Interface. Show text background. Enable to increase dialogue and overhead text visibility. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, I don't really care about that. Accessibility, camera shake, sure, share private moments, show genitals. Wait, we can turn this off? That would be great. Romance and extreme violence, sure, we'll keep that on. Perfect. Maybe I won't have to edit during the naughty scenes. That would be awesome. Alright, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. I think I like myself a challenge. I'm going to go ahead and jump into Tactician mode. Now, I did kind of look at the character creation beforehand, just to kind of get an idea of what I want to play as. Let's watch the intro cinematic. See what's going on. Our turn. How horrifying. That is disgusting. Okay. Who are we? Now, one thing I did want to do is I wanted to play the introductions for all of the characters. I remember playing Divinity 2 and loving the introductions, getting to know the characters. So, after 200 years serving a cruel master, the vampire spawn Astarion is finally free. Free to walk in the sun, free to chase power, and free to take revenge. We will be making a custom character, but get to know the companions a little bit.
Hello, darling. Don't be shy. I promise not to bite until we've been formally introduced. My name's Astarion, and I've spent a century stalking the night, hunting for pretty morsels just like you. A man called Cazador made me what I am, kept me like a pet, forced me to do his bidding. No more. The Tadpole's influence broke his dominance over me, and now I can finally pursue the one thing I've hungered for these long, dark years. Revenge. I'm going back to Baldur's Gate to track Cazador down in his lair. I'll be the last thing the bastard ever sees.
Okay. Lae'zel was raised ready for a life amongst the stars, mercilessly conquering the cosmos as a Githyanki soldier. Grounded, she must deal with a world she doesn't understand and find a way to serve her people on a plane that despises her militant kin.
Since I was born in the cold reaches of world space, I have known but one purpose: to wield a silver sword and ride a red dragon in service of my regent, the Githyanki Queen Vlaakith. My first step on this path is to slay a mind flayer and bring its head to my queen. There is no flesh I will not carve, and no barrier I will not shatter to see it done. I am the one who sunders. I am the Undying Queen's most unshakable warrior. I am Lae'zel of Kalir.
Lae'zel. Okay, we got Gale. Gale's wizarding prowess once earned him the love of Maestra, the goddess of magic, until his ambition led him to the brink of catastrophe. Catastrophe? Catastrophe? Catastrophe. Wow, that was horrible.
Well met, stranger. You find yourself in the presence of the renowned wizarding prodigy, Gale of Waterdeep. Please, no need to be intimidated. My virtuosic talents once caught the eye of the goddess of magic herself, Mystra, who named me her chosen, and her lover. Thanks to a slight miscalculation on my part, that relationship eventually soured, as did the greatest of my powers. Now I'm merely a humble wizard on the road to redemption. Unless I can find the path to something greater.
Okay. Shadowheart willingly undertook a ritual to remove her memories in order to protect the secrets of her fellow Shar worshippers. Loss and pain are sacred to her, but her faith is now being tested like never before.
My name is Shadowheart, loyal servant of Shar, goddess of darkness and loss. There is little more I can tell you than that. My Lady Shar tasked me with a mission of such secrecy that I surrendered great swathes of my memory in order to safeguard the knowledge of it. All I know is that I must bring the artifact I hold to Baldur's Gate, and that nothing can stand in my way. My goddess is watching.
Okie dokie. Will, known as the Blade of Frontiers, Will uses his magic to fell the monsters and devils menacing the Sword Coast. In a moment of desperation, he accepted an offer of greater power, forcing him into an infernal game he is struggling to play.
7 years ago, I was exiled from Baldur's Gate, the city I call home. My name is Will, but the people of the Sword Coast call me the Blade of Frontiers, champion of the meek, defender of the innocent. The truth isn't quite so simple, but they're right about one thing. I hunt monsters, and I always catch my prey. My latest target is a devil, and I'm right on her tail. Once I'm through with her, she'll never escape the fires of the first hell.
Okie dokie. We have Karlach. Has escaped 10 years of service in the hells with nothing but the axe on her back and the infernal engine blazing furiously where her heart used to be.
Years ago, I was sold to the archdevil Zariel. She put a hellfire engine in my chest and made me her prize soldier. But I've escaped now. Thank you, mind flayers. And I've got a few scores to settle. If this engine doesn't burn me to ash first, I'll need people I can trust. An infernal mechanic and a serious amount of luck. But you know what? I'm not worried. After 10 years in the hells, I can take on anything. I've got my chance at freedom, and believe me, I'm going home.
Okie dokie. And then we also have the Dark Urge. I don't think he has a backstory because he's not a companion. He does. Okay, you remember nothing but a path paved with blood, unimaginable cruelty whispers to you from within. Can you escape it? Would you even want to? I didn't think this guy had an introduction. Because he's just a playable character, right?
My rancid blood whispers to me, kill, kill, and kill again. My ruined body yearns to reap death in this world. And when this foul urge calls, it possesses my whole being. Injured beyond repair. I know nothing besides this. I must resist the dark urge, lest it consume my mind. I must discover who I was and what happened to me before my twitching knife hand writes a tragedy in blood.
Very cool. Okay, we are going to go with a custom character. I've been thinking a little bit about who I want in my party. Honestly, I have no idea. We have a rogue, a fighter, a wizard, a cleric with the trickery domain, a warlock, and a barbarian. But what we are going to do is custom. We are going to choose a half-orc, male, barbarian. For class, we are going to choose a paladin. I want some healing in my party. I want a tanky character. So we're choosing half-orc race because of relentless endurance. That was really like what I wanted to do. If you reach 0 hit points, you regain 1 hit point instead of becoming downed as a healer. I think that's pretty great. We also have Savage Tax. When you land a critical hit with a melee weapon attack, you deal an extra dice of weapon damage. Simple weapons and martial weapons, light, medium, heavy armor and shields, athletics, insight, survival, intimidation, and persuasion. Use your blessed touch to heal a creature or cure it of all diseases and poisons. Sounds great. Gain advantage on attack rolls against celestials, fiends, and undead. And heal yourself and all nearby allies for 5 hit points. Regain another 5 hit points next turn. Heavy on strength. Affects your effectiveness with melee weapons, how far you can jump and how much you can carry. Agility, reflexes, and balance. Effectiveness with ranged and finesse weapons. Your initiative and armor class. What does that mean? T, inspect. The higher your armor class, the harder you are to hit. Okay. Stamina and physical endurance affects your maximum hit points. Constitution makes sense. Intelligence. Improved spellcasting for wizards. Don't really need that. Senses and intuition, improve spellcasting for clerics, druids, and rangers. And then charisma, force of personality, improves spellcasting for bards, paladins, sorcerers, and warlocks. Influences traders' prices. So we want high strength, con, charisma, and kind of dex, right? I would assume. Creatures of intense emotion, half-orcs are more inclined to act than contemplate. Whether the rage burning their bodies compels them to fight, or the love filling their hearts inspires acts of incredible kindness. Now, truthfully, in a lot of games, you don't see orcs having this, like, sense of compassion, but I kind of want to really play into that. I think our guy's going to be, like, a good guy, morally correct, really doing things for the right reasons, or what he believes to be the right reasons. A promise made so deeply that it becomes divine in itself flows through a paladin, burning bright enough to inspire allies and smite foes. Okay. I do want to go with the Oath of the Ancients. You fight on the side of light in the cosmic struggle against darkness to preserve the sanctity of life and the beauty of nature. So that's how we get our Healing Radiance. Subclass feature. Oath of the Ancients Paladins abide by the following tenets. Kindle the light through acts of kindness, and kindle the light of hope in the bleakest hollows of despair. Shelter the light where love blooms, stand against the devilry that would snip its stem. Preserve your own light. Delight in culture and small joys to preserve the light in your own heart. So yeah, I think he's like an uplifting dude. Sounds good to me. You grew up in the wilds, learning to survive far from the comforts of civilization. Surviving unusual hazards of the wild while enhance your prowess and understanding. Athletics and survival, huh? I feel like Acolyte makes sense. As a paladin. Read people and situations, detect lies. Feel like that goes well with charisma. And religion, feel like makes sense for a paladin. You have spent your life in service to a temple, learning sacred rites and providing sacrifices to the god or gods you worship. Serving the gods and discovering their sacred works will guide you to greatness. Charlatan, criminal entertainer, folk hero, guild artisan, insight and persuasion. Mercantile guild, offering privileges and protection while engaging in your art. Repairing and discovering rare artifacts will bring new inspiration. That could be kind of cool. Noble. Grew up in the wilds is kind of cool, given the half-orc. Athletics. Helps you shove and resist being shoved. Perform physical stunts. Stay alive in the wilds. Track prey. But as a paladin, would you really be doing that? Sage, I feel like that's more of like a wizard. You are trained in battlefield tactics, athletics, and intimidation. Sleight of hand and stealth. Athletics, survival. I kind of like the insight and religion. I'm trying to think of like what would match well with our party. I'm kind of like, not having a stealthy character makes me nervous. I don't think we'll be bringing, what's her name? Shadowheart? Is that her name? As a cleric, because I kind of feel like she gives the same vibes as a paladin. I feel like we need a stealthy character, and that would be Astarion, and maybe 2 casters, but also another melee might not be bad. So I'm going to kind of, like, test out the characters and see how well they work. So we have a +1 in charisma, a +2 in strength. These are recommended. I might just keep it how it is. Senses and intuition. Memory and mental power. Yeah. So, if we choose, like, Will, he's also going to be high in charisma. Gale would be high in intelligence. I feel like Lae'zel would be high in strength and constitution. And then Astarion would be high in dex. Right? Alright, well, let's go ahead and look at our guy here.
Where to next?
What was that?
Let's hope the locals are friendly.
Hells. Something just woke up down.
Be wary.
It's opened.
More of those.
There's magic keeping the...
Where?
I feel like he has like the raspiest voice. I like my green orcs. Let's go with green. He's got to have a battle scar for sure. Let's give him a nasty gash. That looks good. Body art. What gives off Paladin vibes? Maybe this? With the yellow. I like it. Piercing style. I do like the little, like bird skulls. That's kind of cool. How many options are there? The Minotaur ring's kind of cool. Okay, yeah, let's go with the bird skulls. Plus, he matches me. Yeah. Okay. Eyes. All colors. I kind of want to do like yellow. Whoa. Why'd they make his pupils black? I don't know. I'm liking the whole like yellow theme. We don't need makeup. Hair. Kind of like this hairstyle with the black. And then highlights, white highlights in it. Graying. Yeah, that looks good. And then facial hair, just a nice clean beard. I feel like the beards don't really look good. I don't know if it's because he's half orc, but they kind of like phase through. Like right there. Like that beard looks awful on him. But something like this, like at least it looks better. I don't think I want a big bushy beard. That one's kind of cool. Yeah, let's go with the nice clean. Do we like any other hairstyles? We gotta look at this guy for a long time, so let's make sure he looks good. I feel like it's normal. Like, I'm trying to think of like Skyrim, right? And I feel like dreads are pretty normal with orcs. The dreads are cool. Give him like the Ragnar Lothbrok. That actually looks pretty good. Ooh. That was the Will haircut, wasn't it? So that looks good. I feel like giving him like Viking vibes would be pretty cool. Alright, I'm between this haircut. The Messy's kind of cool. Yeah, I'm between those two. That one looks pretty good. You know what? Let's give him the classic orc. I like it. Okay, I think we're good to go. I tried not to spend a lot of time on character creation. I feel like we still did. Alright, do we give him the classic Kaige-O name, or do we give him an orc name? I feel like because it's for the channel, Kaige-O the orc, does that make sense? Makes sense to me. Let's do it. Okay, so the Guardian. We need a Guardian. Driven to the Underdark. Oh, that's just showing us what the drow is. I don't really understand what the Guardian is yet. Like I said, I've only really made it maybe like 80% through Act 1. I don't even know what is a half-orc. Half-orc and half what? Is it human in this world? Is it elf? Should we have a little halfling guardian? Like, is this like a romantic interest? Is this like a mother-father figure? I don't know. It started us off as a woman. So as a guardian, I don't know what to expect. The Drow Elves are pretty cool. I really don't know what impact this has on the game. Driven to the Underdark, most Drow have adopted a ruthless pragmatism. While the Loth-sworn delight in the goddess's evil tenets, the Seldarine reject her attempt to overthrow the leader of the Elven Pantheon. Like, should we match half-orc? The armor looks dope. I will say that. Should we do an elf? High elf or wood elf? I didn't realize some of these had sub-races. Raised by the Lulz cult in the city of Menzoberranzan, these Drow embody the virtues of their corrupt and merciless goddess. Lulz marks her followers with bright red eyes, so those in the Underdark will learn to fear them on sight. Seldarine Drow can be found seeking allies from all over Faerun, aiming to settle their conflict with Lulz and each other by any means necessary. So these are like the good versions of the Drow? Okay.
Remarkable.
Good luck.
Follow your instincts. Don't be afraid. Remarkable. Truly.
As a guardian, escaping a corrupt goddess, I feel like the Drow would kind of make sense. Kind of like that. Give her some darker complexion. I like it. Should we give her a scar? The burn scar? Now, found seeking allies, aiming to settle their conflict with Lulz. So is it like a turning point? Like everybody starts as a Lothsworn and then they like see the light or something? Are they like born this way, or like how does this work? Because I feel like these scars make sense if she started as Lothsworn, like giving in to the corruption, but then she has a turning point, but obviously can't get rid of her scars. I kind of like that idea. That sounds good to me. I have no idea what the lore's like, but yeah, I like that. We'll do with that. And then she got the birds tatted to represent hope against the corruption. I like it. With the white tattoo? Oh yeah, that looks good. I like it. White eyes. The red. White eyes are cool. Makeup. Is it only eyeshadow? Is that a heart? It is a little heart. A running mascara? Yeah, we'll do that. Make it look like she's been crying. Give her the haircut I was gonna give myself. I kind of like this one. Little pom-poms. Alright, we'll do it. We'll do it. We're spending too much time on character creation. Let's do it. Venture forth. See what happens. I was really getting into that. Apologies. Making the characters are fun. Oh, they're not doing so hot. Dude, the people and the characters look good in these cinematics. So different from Wasteland. I like the telekinetic. So I would assume he's making more Mind Players to replace the Fallen. Okay. Very cool. I like the spit in the dragon's mouth. Graphics are crazy. That looks awful. Trade keeps the realms alive. Wow, the loading screens are just too quick. Can't even read them. In combat, hit 0 or O to do something. I need all the tips. Our guy's looking pretty good. Pretty happy with him.
My head.
Okay, I gotta figure out. Okay. Control is attack. Got it. You can always refocus the camera around your character. Home, left mouse button, double click on portrait.
Still alive. So that's progress.
Click the ground or hold left mouse button. Okay, got it.
Might still be stuck inside if we hadn't been attacked.
Now how... I don't know what shift does yet. Okay, so alt. I feel like that's pretty similar.
Someone else got out. Might be other survivors.
Okay.
Wonder
Right
if the
click
gods
is
are
ping.
watching me.
Not everyone made it out alive.
Ooh. That's tough. He got burnt.
Let's have a look.
Loot! Peridot. Green is poison, but no more dangerous than a pebble.
Dead.
Is there a quick save? Yes. We love that.
This is the pool that thing came from. The parasite now writhing behind your eye.
The narrator sounds so good. Ooh, -1 from intelligence. Investigation. Investigate the pool. Skill checks. General tutorial. Some dialogue options require a skill check, a dice roll that must meet or exceed a target number. Your character's skills add a bonus to this roll. Oh. We passed. First skill check.
The casing is fragile. The slightest touch could cause it to crumble.
Reach toward the pool. Oh. Oh. Now, lay on hands charges. Class actions, 1 turn. Bonus action, channel oath charge. Ooh, I see. Once per long rest on short rest. Okay, so we have limited uses. Healing potions, scroll of revivify? Revivify? Alright, let's keep looking around. Can't believe we already took damage. What a noob mistake. Now, I do know that some people like save scum for skill checks. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't really decided what we're gonna do yet. Onyx. I'd kind of like this run to just see how things play out.
Visions project into your mind. A nautiloid hurtling through the plains, resplendent with psionic energy.
And kind of deal with the consequences. Can we go through this smoke? Yes. Yes, we can. 18 gold, baby. We are rich. Okay, let's look. We have the backbreaker, possibly knock your enemy prone. Weakening strike. This non-lethal attack possibly inflicts weak grip. What is weak grip? Has disadvantage on attack rolls and strength saving throws. That's nice. Concussive smash possibly daze your target. They can't take reactions and lose the dexterity bonus to their armor class. Main hand attack, disengage. Moving won't provoke. That'll cost an action. Dash. Help. Remove burning, ensnared, entangled, and wet, prone, and sleeping. Pick up an item or creature and use it to make a melee attack. Throw. Throw a character or item from the world or your inventory. Hide. Shove. Try to push a target away. Your chances depend on your athletics and are higher if you're hidden or invisible. So we can, like, shove people off cliffs. Dip a weapon into a surface to alter the surface or enhance the weapon. If you are dual wielding, you dip both weapons. And jump. Very cool. Use melee set, use range set, toggle light source, toggle dual wielding. Inventory and equipment. So we start with a warhammer that is one-handed. Versatile. What if we take you off? Is there a way to... Versatile. Can be used with one hand or both. So how would we equip you in both hands? Unequip, drop item, throw, add to wares, examine. Yeah, how do we dual wield? Oh, we have javelins? Thrown weapon. Okay. Keychain, alchemy pouch, and a camp supply sack. I think we need to be a little tanky early on, at least until we figure out what we're doing with our party. We want to try and stay alive. Ah. Restoration.
I feel better.
Yes, please. Okay, we also got this up here. Another chest. Arrow of lightning, acid vial, and gold. So, like, if we take this acid vial, oh, it automatically equips there. Then we can unlock you. We can move you over. What does this do? Oh, that's so nice. Alright, we'll start with just 2 right now, and then we'll move you over. Cost and action. Oh, we have underwear. Nice. Tasteful boots, homely clothes. Scale mail of the ancients. Disadvantage on stealth checks. AC bonus from dexterity limited to +2. Leather boots. Dark vision, can see in the dark up to 12 meters. Oath of the Ancients. Automatically attack an enemy moving out of your reach. If you reach... Okay, okay. Athletics +5. Strength +3. Proficiency bonus +2. Insight. Intimidation. And persuasion. Nature, investigation, history, and arcana. Dexterity's +1. Okay. What is this? Hit points, armor class. Acolyte, initiative +1, movement 9. Type humanoid. Size, medium. Size can affect your traversal of the world. Oh. Weight. We are 100 kilograms. Our carrying capacity is 210. Oh. Clubs, daggers, great clubs, hand axes, javelins, light crossbows, light hammers, maces, quarterstaffs, short bows, sickles, and spears. Battle axes, flails, glaives, great axes, great swords, halberds, hand crossbows, heavy crossbows, longbows, longswords, mauls, morning stars, pikes, rapiers, scimitars, short swords, tridents, warhammers, war picks. We don't know any musical instruments. Baldurian. Okay. Let us... Is there anything over here? I think we've gotten everything in this room. Checked it all out. Let's get a move on. Absolutely. Barely made it through one room. The video's almost over. A sphincter. Oh, nice. Nice. A sphincter. A goblin. Illithid record? Brain jar?
Images of goblins, their habits and histories flash into your mind.
So is that like these tablets, or is it because we have the little parasite?
A schematic of a nautiloid flashes into your mind. Nerves, sinews, as much living being as ship. A feeling penetrates your mind. An anomaly, one like ourselves, unconnected from the whole. Caution. Worlds beyond worlds flash before your eyes. Empires of a grand design, traversed by ships just like this.
What happens if we break this thing? Nothing. Okay. Cerebral aquarium.
Horticulture.
1,000 years of humanoid history. Elves, dwarves, humans, and more flash behind your eyes.
Can't get there. Okay. Neural apparatus. Minarth. Release us.
Brains. Nothing but brains. Food for mind flayers, I suppose.
We are here.
Yes, you've come to save us from this place. From this place, you'll free us.
The exposed brain quivers in expectation.
Nice.
Please. Before they return. They return.
You sound afraid. Why?
The enemy. So many enemies.
Who am I talking to? A man or a brain?
A newborn. Born new from this husk.
You know no creature like this. One that is more brain than person.
Dang it. What is this? Dialogue history? Ooh, that's cool. I like that. Game menu. I think you're past the point of saving. Tell me what to do.
Remove us from this body. From this case. Free us. Please.
Is he crying? Inspect the exposed brain. Can break the skull? That sounds brutal. +1 dexterity. +3 strength. But it doesn't tell us what we need. Investigation. -1 intelligence. Give me an 11 or higher. Yes. Let's go.
You notice edema, a swelling of the brain causing pressure where it strains against the shell of the skull.
Medicine. Ooh. Situational advantage or disadvantage. Attempt of cerebral extraction, staying mindful of the swelling. Situational makes you more likely to succeed. Roll 2 dice and use the higher value. Oh! We failed! With 2 die! That's tough.
swelling is too great. You cannot lift the brain out of the skull.
Well, destroy the brain. Screw it. Oh my gosh. Well, we put him out of his misery. Ah, no loot. We put that poor guy out of his misery at least. Can't believe we failed that. Crazy. That's very cool. The dragon's flying by.
Abomination. This is your end.
Your head throbs and your skin tingles. Visions rush past. A dragon's wing, a silver sword, and a flash of your face seen through the strange woman's eyes.
Oh. My head. What is this? Skvar. You are no thrall. Vlaakith blesses me this day. Together, we might survive.
Who are you?
Who am I? Your only chance of survival.
We need to figure out where we are.
We can do nothing until we escape. That must be our priority. First, we exterminate the imps. Then we find the helm and take control of the ship. We will address the matter of a cure for this infection once we reach the material plane.
Whoa! Her butt cheeks were out. Combat. General tutorial. Get ready to fight. Combat happens in rounds and each participant gets a turn to act. The game pauses around you during combat, so you have time to plan your actions. During your turn, you can move, take an action, and take a bonus action. Cantrips. You got also a heal. For a bonus action. Gain proficiency in all skills of a chosen ability. Create an invisible spectral hand that can manipulate and interact with objects. Okay. Kind of seeing what our options are. We can move the body, I guess. Cool. Oh, that's once per long rest, huh? What do you have? A bow? 2 of 7 or 4 of 13 with the longsword. Dip. Okay. Shove. Hamstring shot. Possibly reduce their movement by 50%. Slash at your target's vital points to make it bleed. Main hand attack. Pommel strike. Make a non-lethal attack against an enemy and possibly daze them. Charge forward and attack the first enemy in your way, possibly pushing them off balance. Ranged attack. Now how far... Okay. Ooh. Not enough movement, but then also shows you where the attack of opportunity comes. So you have 7 health. The rush attack is an action with 7. 4 to 7. Possibly pushing them doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. Main hand, 4 to 13 with the opportunity to... You need a short rest, though. I don't know what's resting. Flee combat. Cannot flee while in this region. Okay, this is your movement bar. Your HP Inventory and equipment, which is what? You have a long sword, a short bow, Githyanki, half plate, Githyanki boots, underwear, tasteful boots, and your clothes. Stores your camp supplies. Photo mode, journal, map, ping. Party view tab. Oh, that's very cool. Spell books, character sheet. Toggle group mode. I think we just go for the main attack. I don't know if I want to use my abilities yet.
Let my name be known.
Nice. Where's your XP bar? Because you just got 10 XP. Where do we see that? Pommel Strike is a bonus action. Good to know.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
95% chance to hit. You do 4 to 11. The backbreaker. Yeah, just go for it. Oh! Oh! That was horrible. Fiends and undead. Is there like an inspect thing? Examine. You are a fiend, so we could have done bonus damage with this. You can only use it once per short rest. Initiative minus 21. Armor class 7. So now what? Is there anything that we can do? We can bonus actions. Can we dip it in blood? No. Be cool if we could shove him off the map. Nice. I guess just move up. Okay, there's no like defending or common, paladin specific items, passives. Toggle non-lethal attacks. Knock someone unconscious instead of killing them. Must be unarmed or using a melee weapon. Doesn't work on undead and constructs. Oh, interesting. Toggleable passive feature. What about you? You also have it. So now we just end the turn, yeah?
I won't give in.
We gotta end it for each of them. Okay, that's good. Nice. Needed that. Okay, sadly you don't have enough room. So go here. This lady's one-shotting everybody. Feels good.
Can't even catch my breath.
We might be able to push you off the map.
Shouldn't have made
if we don't
me
kill
your
you here.
enemy.
Get him out! Oh, what? He just teleports back? You can't reach. What does this mean? Has disadvantage on range attacks. Okay.
Survival is all that matters.
Miss again. Oh! He waxed us. Kaige-O, can you get a final hit? There we go. Now you want to get the 9.
You prove surprisingly adequate in battle.
Some allies can join you on your adventure.
Now,
You
to the helm.
can control them the same way as you do your own character. Click a companion's portrait to take control of them. Got it, boss. Scimitar. What do you have? Lacerate and Flourish. Throw him off balance. The prone is nice, though. I still don't know how we, equip. You can equip items from your inventory by double-clicking them.
What's inside?
A light crossbow. Okay. Yeah, I still don't know how we equipped two-handed. A potion of healing is great.
Never wanted the easy path.
A hand axe. Slashing or bludgeoning damage. I wonder if we can see,
Ship won't be able to take another dragon attack. We need to get out before it's too late.
a simple robe, a short sword.
Seems simple enough.
You got it, boss man. Let's get you healed up first. A dead thrall. 3 gold. Dude, the environment looks great. Another 3 gold. I like how it shows you they're empty at least. Inventory and equipment. Okay, that's just for us. Incinerated Mind Flare. A spiked bulb. The barbs inside this bulb explode on impact, making all nearby creatures bleed. Throw this alien bulb at a target and possibly pull in nearby objects and creatures. Strength save. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, this is the way we need to go. Well, let's get a move on then. Arterial mesh. Gross. Hey, look, another sphincter. Okay, it just saved. Well, I think before we go through this room, as we are at time, we're going to go ahead and end the first episode here. As always, I appreciate y'all for stopping by, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Until then, peace out, y'all.